Ryan is trying to convince Republicans that discharge petition is just a few signatures shy of what it needs. Ryan says the better option is compromise legislation. Four-pillar plan. It would include a DACA fix that provides a route to citizenship for young immigrants, present illegal children.
This motherfucker is supposed to give me an oil filter. Oh, is that a white? Oh, never mind. I don't know what. And then, I don't know if this is working at all. If you can hear me, can you say radio?
You know, being a right-wing hate monger can really be brutal on your skin. So it pays to moisturize. You don't want to look haggard.
Radio. Oh, someone's working. Okay. I'm in North L right now, so like the reception is pretty shit. When they say no U-turn, I actually can't U-turn here. Never mind. This fucking car.
Which the Inspector General.
Ooh, no Rush today, guys. We got Mark Stein in for Rush. He sits in sometimes. Everything he says sounds super credible because he's also a. He sounds European, I guess, but he's actually Canadian. I don't know what the deal is with that shit.
From the beginning. And what's interesting to me is the way a chain of apparently evidence these two know each other. And come on, you know, nobody really likes, if you don't have grandchildren, you are certainly not going to be someone who's interested in talking to somebody who does about their grandchildren. That's the most boring conversation in the world. So that in itself is kind of a stretch. I'll make another point too, that I don't think the Attorney General of the United States should be flying around on private planes. I would have liked this story a lot better if Bill Clinton happened to find himself sitting in the back of coach next to Loretta Lynch. You can do that.
How critical do you think this guy has been of all of Trump's fucking golfing trips?
From Sydney in the French Alps for a skiing vacation. So it's like a 27-hour flight. And he and the wife and the kids flew in the back of coach. There's no reason for all these private planes, and certainly no reason why the Attorney General should have a private plane. And Trump actually...
Are roads really this shitty? So in places where you get a lot of snow, the roads can... Well, there's two things going on. One, in places with a lot of snow, the roads can get fucked up because you're dragging plows across them. You've got huge shifts in temperature from... Right now, it's in the hundreds Fahrenheit, and then in the winter, it can get into the negatives of temperature. So the temperature shifts fuck shit up, too. The expanding and shrinking asphalt and everything. The plow trucks with the salt everywhere, scraping over the fucking shit, like, fucks everything up, too. And then, the suspension on this car is really stiff, so anytime I go over anything even slightly bumpy, you're gonna feel it. These are okay roads by American standards. Wait till he gets to LA. I think LA has better roads than this place. These roads can be pretty fucked up. It just looks really bumpy because of the suspension on the car. If I was driving something more luxurious or something, or more like passenger friendly, then it wouldn't look this bumpy, I don't think. Michigan roads suck. Yeah, any place where you get a fuck ton of snow is gonna have fucked up roads. Or at least in America. Maybe in other countries they figured it out a little better. Or you guys actually fund your roads. We don't really believe in funding our roads here either, so that also doesn't really help. I think my phone is going to overheat if I plug it in. I'm almost positive it will. So what's on today's schedule? I got a couple of things. I just want to probably vacuum my car again. I need to change my oil, I think. I'm only at 8,000 miles. I'm pretty sure I did my last oil change at around 3,000 or 4,000 miles. I didn't write it down, I should have. But I'm just because I'm about to take a long drive, it'd be nice to change it beforehand. And this oil has been sitting here for what? Because didn't I do my last oil change like a year ago? Doesn't it degrade over time even if you don't drive that much? I should probably look that up. And then I need to, I think I need to rotate my tires too. So we have to change oil, rotate tires, probably check tire pressure. There's got to be other shit that's on the thing for like a 10,000 mile check. I don't know, I have to look it up. I can't leave today because I just got my car back too, so I'll probably try to leave tomorrow morning. Be trashy. Maybe I should have bought one for the vents instead. I'll stream as much as I can. I don't know how much I'll be able to stream. My biggest worry is my phone overheating, actually. I don't know how that'll work. Change. I know there's tire rotation and I know there's oil change. I just don't know what else. If there's anything else I should be checking. Turn on the AC and let it blast the phone from the back? I mean, how do I route the AC up there? I would need like tubing for it. Oh, well, your blinker fluid? Oh, I did get windshield wiper fluid. I'm low on that, but I got that shit. Have I ever talked about polygamy and my stance on it? I don't really believe... I'm cool with open relationships. If I ever get into a relationship again, it'll probably be that. I don't know if I buy, like, polyamorous relationships. I don't know. That shit sounds like a fucking nightmare to me, dude. I can't possibly believe there are people where that shit actually works. I guess there's bound to be somebody, but a polyamorous relationship thing that makes that hard for me to buy is that I can't see somebody feeling incredibly ass pained anytime somebody gets like hurt in their relationship. So like if one person like is hurt by another person and then that other person gets with the other person, it just seems like that's like a recipe for fucking disaster, you know? People say the same thing about open relationships. Oh, yeah, sure. I don't give a fuck. They're totally different things. Driving on the left lane, Peppo thing. Yeah, that's what you drive when you pass other people, London. When you get a little bit older and you do your driving test, you might learn about that. Maybe someday. Are you talking about when a girl leaves somebody and gets to the friend? No, I'm saying in a polyamorous relationship, that's a three-way relationship. All three people, they're not just having sex, like maybe in an open relationship. In a polyamorous relationship, all three people are all simultaneously dating one another as well. It just seems like a recipe for hurt feelings and jealousy. Like, I don't know. Oh, I'm coming home, Mr. Moisture. Mr. Moon, I almost died yesterday. I need to get an anti-bleed flask, I think. I'm gonna die to bleed, 100%. Isn't it dangerous to read chat while driving? Yeah, a little bit. I usually don't do it if I want it straight away. Don't worry, I like myself too much to crash paying attention to you fucking retards. How am I reading the chat? I actually have a neural implant that's connected so that on the back of my eye, it's actually broadcasting the chat messages, so I don't have to actually take my eyes off the road to do it. Oh, there's no way I can make that green light. Fuck. This cucky ass fucking red light. Hey, chill. Do I have two phones or something? No, I just have my one. Technically I still got my S8 Plus, but I hate that fucking piece of shit so much that if I touch that Bixby button one more time, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Grosker said that it is wrong for his 13-year-old sister to lose her virginity because she's really pretty and could sell it for $1 million. What? I'm pretty sure he's just memeing. Wait, did I not change his name back? I thought I did yesterday. Dude, that guy triggers me so much. I don't like champions like Yi, Yi, Fizz, and Zed are like the main culprits of like lack of counterplay. Where like basically it's on them to not fuck up. There's just not really many ways you can outplay them. You know, like if Fizz is like bounding at you, he's got his like big everything cancel, right? His stick will cancel any auto headed towards it, any CC or anything. He's got a point and click gap closer that can't be dodged. Yeah, I don't know. So I was like complaining about these yesterday, and I'm pretty sure that NNN is a top laner. He reeks of like top laner saltiness. So he's like screeching at me like, oh, you don't think anybody has counterplay then? So like, let me guess, like Aurelion Sol doesn't have counterplay either. Like, how can you miss the point? Aurelion Sol is like one of the most counterplayable champions. You can dodge every single orb that he has. You can cancel his his wall shit if you CC at him while he's moving at you. You can evade his stun. Like, you can play around Aurelion Sol so much. So the idea that he throws out Aurelion Sol as the equivalent of fucking Zed or Fizz or Yi, holy fucking AIDS. Ooh, yikes. I was using the wrong word. Actually, in open relationships, I think open relationships are a better option. Yeah, I think, well, it really depends. I mean, like, the people that can handle open relationships are a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the population. And then polyamorous ones, even less, I would say. I think it means Aurelion Sol can roam so easily it makes it hard to play against. Yeah, I'm just talking about in an interaction. Like, how do you interact with the champ? You can interact. Aurelion Sol is like interactable. You know, even Camille to some extent is interactable because you can cancel her wall jump, which is another example that he brought up. Ari, you know, you can dodge her abilities. Oriana, you can dodge her abilities. These are champs that you can interact with. Lux, obviously, you know, skill shot champs. The people with like the huge invulnerability frames, so people like Fizz jumping around. I don't know if Zed counts as iframes because he just shadows and then is on top of you. Or people like Yi, they can alpha strike and cancel everything, like, and then has his like ult where he just fucking runs and charges you down. Like, these are champs that have like very, very low. There's not just not much interaction. Like, you're not really playing the game. When a Fizz or a Zed or a Yi are bouting at you, you don't really get to play League of Legends. You just get to kind of sit there and hope that you have enough gear to be better than their gear, and that's really all it is when they like fight you. There's just not much room to outplay them. Fizz, I guess you could maybe possibly outplay if he's not close enough to point and click you. If he bounds on his stick and then tries to, you might be able to cancel his dash. That animation is real fucking fast though. I don't know if it's possible to do it, if human reaction time makes it possible, or if you have to predict it. Just because that stick is so quick. It's quicker than 500 ms. Maybe quicker than 300 ms, right? And you're reaching like the upper bounds of like human reaction time there. If you're talking like less than 300 millisecond. Okay. To be fair, you're pretty picky and choosy about this. All of Camille's damage is 100% unavoidable. I think she has iframes on her target at ult. Free shielding from her passive. So, Camille, even if Camille ults you, you can still CC her in the ult. You can still run around in the ult. Camille is definitely harder to play around than other champions, for sure. Than say, like a, maybe a Fiora, or maybe like a Trendemir, or maybe like a, I don't know what the fuck other top line, maybe then like a Trundle or whatever. But you can still play around her. She doesn't have like, I guess like her ult is like that isolate is the only thing that she has where she shoves everybody out that is kind of brutal, but like you can stop her before then. It's not like, you know, like, oh boy, here comes Zed. Like, wow, I can't wait to play against this Fed Zed that's running at me, you know. Well, what am I going to do? Like, maybe I can, you know, shine a light on his shadow to make it disappear. Like, you can't do anything. You know, like, you're fucked. If a Fed Zed is coming at you, you're fucked. There's no counterplay to that. Maybe after he ults you, if he fucks up, maybe you could flash his shit, but that's like, it comes down to luck, because if he's on top of you, you're never flashing his Q like reactionally. You have to like anticipate it and hope that you flash right as he Qs, you know? Same thing with Talon. Talon is almost in the unplayable realm, but at least, and I've actually done this in games. Actually, I did this a couple days ago. At least with Talon, if you're a fucking god, if you're a Draven god, after Talon ults, if you predict where he is, you can still stand aside him. I did that. Remember, I don't think I killed the Talon, but I actually got away from a decently fed one, because after he ulted me, I eat him and I knocked him out of his ult and he couldn't kill me afterwards. So I mean, like, it's still possible, but Talon is a little bit kind of lame there too. But I mean, Talon's Q is dodgeable. He doesn't have an insane gap closer, except for his ult, which he sacrifices some damage with, I think, if he doesn't ult on top of you, if he ults away to gap close. So like, Talon is okay. I'm okay with that. But Yi and Fizz, fuck that shit. And Zed. Okay, I'm gonna go inside, okay? And then, play Path of Exile. Yeah, alright, I'll be right back. Wait, is this still on? The real play/counterplay in high skill level MOBAs is positioning and movement around the map. Being able to flash dodge every champ's ult isn't necessarily good for gameplay. I'm not talking about only being able to flash dodge. What I'm saying is that fun champions to play against are champions that you can do something about when you're within their kill radius. So even if I'm close to an Ahri, or an Orianna, or a Lux, or an Aurelion Sol, or a Victor, these are champions that can still be played around. If you're within the kill radius of a Master Yi, of a Zed, or a Fizz, you just die. There's nothing you can do. There's no skill you can employ. You're just going to die because you can't really dodge anything. And they've got iframes. They're like untargetable. Like, I don't know. All three of those champs have invulnerability. Is that a mechanic you want changed? I mean, I really don't like invulnerability. I don't know. I think it's really cucky, but those champs only get strong if your teammates blow, though? Yeah, but your teammates blow until you're, like, fucking rank 50 Challenger League. I mean, fuck. How many times if a Fizz or a Yi gets, like, 3 kills before the 10-minute mark, that dude is going to be fucking 15-0 by the 14-minute mark, dude. It's ridiculous. Do you think Xayah's invulnerability is okay? I'm okay with Xayah's invulnerability just because, 1, it's tied to her ult, which is nice, and then 2, she suffers like a movement penalty while she's doing it. So I think that those types of invulnerabilities are okay. There's another champion that has an invulnerability too. Hold on, fuck, I gotta think of it. What are all the champs with invulnerabilities? Fiora's is okay because it's targeted in a direction. I think that's totally fine. I think that Vlad's invulnerability, it can feel kind of lame, but I think Vlad's is okay because he suffers like a pretty big movement penalty while he's doing it. And it doesn't seem, I don't know why, Vlad just feels, although Vlad doesn't really have as many skill shots either. I don't know, Vlad feels a little bit better. Maybe it's because Vlad doesn't have like the insane fucking gap closing shit that Yi, Zed, and Fizz have. Vlad's invulnerability doesn't feel horrible. Yeah, maybe it's just high mobility plus iframes that makes it so frustrating. Like, if Xayah moved at normal speed during her ult, that would be super fucking retarded. That would be super retarded. That a Xayah could just ult me while she's, like, running up to me and then kill me, like, that would be dumb as fuck. Do you think closed monogamy is necessary for a functioning society? It's possible, I don't know. Can I leave? Look, I vacuumed my car a little bit ago. Look at how vacuumed all the seats are. Look at how nice and clean that is. Wow. Look at that. What a meme. Okay. Can I go inside now?